Hello students. Before the unit test, we started the lesson number 4 measurement of matter. Today we continue this lesson number 4. Next point is valency. First of all, which part is reduced from our portion that we see here? Now first of all you cut this part. On this page number 53, can you recall this part is omitted? Mark this. This part is omitted. Next, on the same page, science capsule. This box is omitted. One more yellow color box. This box is also omitted from our syllabus. For your knowledge, you read this part. Next, so remaining points given on this page. Now question is asked related to this topic, valency. First question is define valency. So you mark the definition. The capacity of an element to combine is called its valency. This is the definition. The valency of an element is indicated by a specific number. It is the number of chemical bonds formed by one atom of that element with other atom. In the 18th and 19th century, the laws of chemical combination were used to find out the valencies of elements. In 20th century, the relationship of the valency of an element with its electronic configuration was recognized. So example is given here. Now see that example. In case of sodium atom, atomic number of sodium atom is 11, means 11 electrons present in case of sodium atom. So electronic configuration is what? 281. So in the last orbit, one electron is present. That one electron is removed from the sodium atom, then form what? Sodium ion, that is Na plus. After losing one electron from its outermost orbit, what happened? Electronic configuration is 28. Means 8 electrons in the outermost shell, that is called as octet is completed of sodium ion. Chlorine atom, electronic configuration is, atomic number is 17, so electronic configuration is 287. In the outermost shell, 7 electrons are there, so 1 electron is taking for complete its octet in the outermost shell is possible for chlorine atom, and that's why gaining 1 electron, that is a plus 1 electron. Then to form chloride ion, that is Cl minus. Why occurring this minus charge in case of chloride ion? Because 1 electron is gaining. Electron is negatively charged subatomic particle. That's why forming the chloride ion, negative ion of chlorine. And electronic configuration is 288. In the third orbit, 8 electrons are there, so octet is complete. So in case of sodium and chloride ion, these two are oppositely charged ions. That's why attraction is occur between these two ions, and after attraction these two ions are combined together to form a NaCl, means sodium chloride is formed. How is sodium chloride formed? So these two steps are given here and remaining explanation in the next paragraph. Now see that a sodium atom gives away one electron and a cation. Cation means what? Positive ion of sodium is formed. Hence the valency of a sodium is 1. Why valency of sodium is 1? Because required 1 electron Yeah, one electron is losing from its outermost orbit. In a chlorine atom takes up one electron and forms an anion. Anion means negatively charged ion of chlorine, that is called as a chloride. And thus valency of chlorine is also 1 because gaining one electron. After the give and take of electrons is over, the electronic configuration of both the resulting ions has a complete octet. Due to the attraction between the unit, that is a positive negative charges, but opposite charges are there on both the ions. One chemical bond, so one positive and one negative charges are present in case of sodium and chloride ion. That's why in between these single positive and negative charges, one chemical bond is formed between sodium ion and chloride ion, and compound NaCl is formed. So in this way compounds form. Next, thus a sodium atom has a capacity to give away one electron, while a chlorine atom has the capacity to take up one electron. This means that the valency of both the elements of sodium and chlorine is 1. From this, the electronic definition of valency is given here. So question is asked, define electronic definition of valency. So you mark the answer. Your answer start from here. The number of electrons that an atom of an element gives away or takes up while forming an ionic bond is called the valency of that element. What is this? This is the electronic definition of valency. So you mark the definition properly. Next. Now 2 questions are given for us. Like a sodium chloride, that is a given here. Questions given for us. How will the compounds MgCl2 means magnesium chloride and CaO means calcium oxide we form their elements? So try to forming these 2 compounds like the sodium chloride. So write down like these steps in your answer. We will discuss the answer in our assignment. Next, one more paragraph is given here, that is, this is actually omitted part, this yellow color box. This remaining part is there. The number of electrons that are given away or taken up is always a whole number. Therefore, valency, underline therefore, the valency is always a whole number, not in fraction. That's why valency is always a whole number, like our roll number. All of you getting? Next point. Now next point is given on the page number 54. Check that. Which part is omitted on this page? First of all, we discuss about that. This always remember, this box is omitted from our syllabus. Only this much part is omitted on this page number 54. Next. So what is the remaining one? Now complete the following chart. Already you learned in previous standard about the electronic configuration of 1 to 20. So all the students try to complete this table with the help of your basic knowledge. First column elements. Here some elements are not given, but we are writing all 1 to 20 elements. Serially you write the atomic number 1, 2, 3 like that up to 20. Write down their names, then electronic configuration, then valence electrons means electrons present in their outermost shell, and in the last column valency you write. I will show the answer in our assignment question. Next question is related to the next topic, that is variable valency. So define variable valency. Under different conditions, see in the paragraph what is given. Under different conditions, The atoms of some elements gives away or take up different numbers of electrons. In such cases, those elements exhibit more than one valency. This property of element is called as what? Variable valency. How to write the answer? So mark the answer properly again. See there. Those elements, mark the answer from here. Definition of variable valency. Those elements exhibit more than one valency is called variable valency. See in this table some example given for us. Now question is asked related to this topic. Complete the following table. Complete the following table. Copper, mercury, iron. All these three elements shows the more than one valency. Copper and mercury shows the valencies 1 and 2 and iron shows the valency 2 and 3. Symbols are given. Symbol of copper is Cu, symbol of mercury is Hg and symbol of iron is Fe. So if copper shows the valency 1, it means one positive charge is formed and name of that is cuprous. And valency of copper is 2, that is greater than previous valency. So copper forming 2 plus ions. All are metals. Metal always forming positive ions. So what is the name of this ion Cu2 plus? That is the cupric. Clear? In case of mercury, if the mercury shows the valency 1, so Hg plus and name is mercurous, and Hg2 plus, so mercuric. In case of iron, valency is 2, then Fe2 plus ion is formed and name is what? Ferrous, and valency 3 is greater than valency 2, so forming the Fe3 plus ion and name of Fe3 plus is what? Ferric ion. So in this way you remember all this information given in the table. Now see, research work is given here. Find out some more elements which have variable valency and find out the compounds of the above elements which have variable valency. You try to find out. This is a homework question. Next, radical. Complete the table. So before that, we see the definition of radical and then we jump in this table. What is the question given? Write down the cation means positive ion and anions means obtained from, anion means negative ion, obtained from the compounds given in the chart. Now NaOH. So in case of NaOH, what is the cation? That is a Na plus. And what is the anion? OH minus. In case of KOH, cation is a K plus and anion is again OH minus, like this way. Complete the third one. Next one, in case of acid, HCl means hydrochloric acid. Cation is a H plus and anion means Cl minus, that is a chloride ion. HBr, H plus is the cation and Br means a bromide. Bromide is the anion. In this way complete the third one. See in the next. On the next page given about the radical information. So next question is asked like this. Define radicals. What is the explanation given? Check that. Compounds with ionic bonds have two constituents. These are a cation means positively charged ion and anion means negatively charged ion. They take part independently in chemical reactions and therefore called as radicals. So how to write down the reaction? Now see that. You mark the definition from here. Compounds with ionic bonds have two constituents such as, we are making the correction here, such as cation and anion take part independently in chemical reactions are called radicals. All are getting? Okay. It is seen from the above chart that different bases such as NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide, are formed when various cationic radicals, cationic means positively charged radicals, are paired with the anionic radical. Anionic means negative radicals. Which is the negative radical? That is a OH, means hydroxide. Hence, the cationic underline. Hence, the cationic radical are also called as what? Basic radicals. Different bases are distinguished from each other by basic radical in them. Underline this sentence. On the other hand, different acids are given in that previous table, such as HCl means hydrochloric acid, HBr means hydrobromic acid, are formed when various anionic radicals, anionic means negatively charged radicals, are paired with cationic radical H plus, because H plus is the main constituent of all the acids, most of the acids. Therefore, underline, anionic radicals are called acidic radicals. The difference in the composition of various acids become clear by the acidic radicals in them. Next one. Now on this next page, which part is omitted? First of all, you omit it. Now can you tell this part is omitted from our syllabus? Where is up to? Up to this. This part is omitted from our syllabus. Next one. Use your brain power. This part is also omitted here. Clear? This part is also omitted. Next one. And last box, that is given here. This box is also omitted. As per your own interest, you read this information. Now see there what is given. Now generally, basic radicals are formed by removal of electrons from the atom of metals. Generally, basic radicals are formed by removal of electrons from the atom of metals, such as like a sodium Na plus, Cu2 plus, but there are some exceptions, underline, that is NH4 plus. So sodium ion Na plus, Cu2 plus means copper ion, but in case of NH4 it is exception case. NH4 plus means ammonium ion. So your question is asked like this, that is the define basic radical. So how to write the answer? So you write the answer like this way. See here. The radicals start from here. The radicals are formed by removal of electrons from the atom of metals. Clear? Are called basic radicals. For example, Na plus, Cu2 plus, etc. Similarly, next question, define acidic radical. The radicals marked from here. The radicals are formed by adding electrons to the atom of non-metals. Are called, simply called what? Acidic radicals. For example, Cl minus, that is a chloride ion, S2 minus, that is a sulfide ion. But here also an exception is given, that is MnO4 minus. Check that. That is a manganate. Name of this radical is manganate. Here NH4 plus means ammonium radical. So in both the cases some exception examples are given. Next. Here. Next question, define simple radical. So mark the definition here. Mark the answer. Start from here. Monoatomic radicals are called simple radicals. Over. Example, monoatomic. Mono means single and atomic means atom. Single ion is formed from the single atom, that is called as a monoatomic radical. For example, given here Na plus Cl, Cu plus Cl minus. These are the single atoms. That's why called as monoatomic radicals, also called as what? Simple radicals. Next question is asked here. Define composite radicals. So you mark the answer from here. When a radical is a group of atoms carrying charge, is called composite radicals. When a radical, see the definition, start from here. When a radical is a group of atoms carrying charge, is called composite radical. For example, means more than one atoms are present in the radical called as composite radical. For example, SO4 2 minus given here, that is sulfate radical. NH4 plus means ammonium radical. The magnitude of a charge on any radical is called its valency. The magnitude of charge on any radical is its valency. Means how many positive or negative charges are there. That number of charges means nothing but the valency of that radical. All are getting? Yes. Next. Now chemical formulae of compound, that is a recapitulation. The characteristic of a compound formed by ionic bonds is that its molecule has two parts. These are a cation and an anion. In each molecule, in case of ionic compound, that is characteristic is given here. Two parts are there, cation and anion. Cation means positive ion, anion means negative ion. That is a basic radical and acidic radical. These two parts are oppositely charged. The force of attraction between them constitute the ionic bond. Force of attraction between them constitute or form ionic bond, because these positive negative charges attract each other and forming the bond. That is called as ionic bond. The name of an ionic compound has two words. The first word is the name of cation, means positive ion. And the second is the name of anion, that is negative ion. For example, while writing the formula of a compound such as a sodium chloride, so the symbol of cation is written on the left and the adjoint to it on the right is the symbol of anion. The charges are not shown, though the number of the ions is written as a subscript on the right of the symbol of the ion. This number is obtained easily by the method of cross multiplication of the valencies. The steps for writing a chemical formula are shown on the next page. So how to write down the formulas with the help of these radicals, that is the given on the next page. What is the given here? So write down the formula. Question is asked in the exam like this. Write down the chemical formula of compound. What is the name of compound given here? Name is given ammonium sulfate. What is given? Ammonium sulfate. Sorry, not ammonium sulfate, sodium sulfate. Your example is given sodium sulfate. So first step, to write the symbols of radicals. Basic radical means positive radical, right on the left side. So Na and SO4. Suppose name is given sodium sulfate. So sodium and sulfate, these two radicals write in the form of symbols. Then in second step, to write the valency below the respective radicals. So Na, how to write the sodium ion? So Na plus valency is 1 here. And how to write the valence radical sulfate? SO4 2 minus. So this 2 minus is the valency. So we are writing the number 2. No need to mention the positive negative. So sodium shows the valency 1 and sulfate shows the valency 2. In third step, to cross multiply as shown arrows the number of radicals. So Na 2 and SO4 only 1. That is showing here. So how many? This is that we write this cross multiplication we write in the third step, and in fourth step we are writing the formula of the given compound, that is sodium sulfate. So Na, how many sodium atom required? That is a 2. So Na2. And how many SO4 group is required here? Check. After cross multiplication only 1, that is the SO4. So this is the formula of sodium sulfate. So by using these basic steps we are forming the formula of given compound. In order to write the chemical formulae of compounds, it is necessary to know the valency of various radicals. For writing the formulas by using these steps, what we are knowing? So you to know the valency of various radicals. The names and symbols along with the charge of common radical are given in the next table. So actually from our syllabus this part is omitted, but this table is very important for our exam point of view in 9th as well as 10th. Clear all of you? This radical table is omitted, but this is a basic part, how to write down the formulas, how to knowing the valencies of different radical. For that purpose this table is very important, so we revise this table. Clear all of you? So many radicals are given here. Basic radical means positive radicals, and acidic radical means negative radicals. So names are given here: hydrogen, sodium, potassium, silver, cuprous, mercurous, cupric or copper, magnesium, calcium, nickel, cobalt, mercury, manganese, ferrous, showing the ferrous means iron, shows the valency 2, stannum, platinum, then aluminium, chromium, ferric, gold, stannic, and ammonium. Same way acidic radicals are given here: hydride, fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide, oxidide, sulfide, nitride. These are the monoatomic simple radicals. Now composite radicals are given here, like many atoms are present, like hydroxide, nitrate, nitrite, bicarbonate, bisulfate, bisulfite. See the names. Then permanganate, chlorate, bromate, iodate, carbonate, sulfate, sulfite, then chromate, dichromate, and phosphate. Clear? So from as per the name given in the compound, we are knowing these radicals having how many positive negative charges are there, all are getting. So this is the basic part is given here. Do the study properly and see there. Books are my friend. If you are interested, then you try to read this book if available in our library. Last 4 lines. Use your brain power. Using the chart of ions or radicals and the cross multiplication method, write the chemical formulae of the following compounds. One example is given: calcium carbonate. So calcium and carbonate, these two radicals you take and write the valency below these elements. and after cross multiplication you are getting the answer. Then sodium bicarbonate, silver chloride, calcium hydroxide, magnesium oxide, ammonium phosphate, cuprous bromide, copper sulfate, potassium nitrate, sodium dichromate. Try to write the answer. Now in this exercise you write the question number 1. How many options are given? All options you write. Number 2, question number 2, question number 3, then question number 4 is omitted. Now question number 5, already we complete this answer in previous lecture. Then example number 6 is omitted. Then question number 7 and question number 10 and this activity is omitted. Clear? So only how many questions we are writing? Question number 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 and 7. Only these answers we are writing. Remaining all omitted. And question number 5 is already over last time. So in this way, today we learn about the valency of elements. What do you mean by valency? Variable valency and radicals. Simple or composite radical, acidic or basic radicals, like this. So see the video carefully and try to write the answers of assignment questions given afterward. Clear? Thank you.